Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if it's your first time here. My name is Katherine Young and I'm a creative. And today we are going to go through some pieces of antique ephemera, some albums to be specific, a scrapbook album and then a photo album. And these are pieces that I have bought for my personal collection. So these are not for resale. In fact, these are kind of like holy grail pieces for me. These are pieces I've been looking for quite a long time, and I'm super excited to have stumbled upon these pristine pieces that were in my budget that can go into my personal collection. Now, just know I wear gloves for an aesthetic effect. It has nothing to do with touching the ephemera. You can absolutely touch antique ephemera, just make sure to watch your hands. But I wear gloves just because I think it's fun to wear vintage gloves. So in this video, we are going to go through the scrapbook. It is 1800s. And it's got a lot of Victorian die cuts in it. And then we are going to go through this photo album. I am just super excited. These gloves, aren't they just gorgeous? And this scrapbook came from an estate I am calling the Sweetheart Estate, the Sweetheart Haul. The haul is coming up this weekend, so this is kind of a little bit of a spoiler of what's in that haul. So you'll see the full haul this weekend in a video. And then this I got at an auction that closed about 2.5 hour drive from where I live. And so I went out and picked this up because it is in pristine shape. I was very excited about it. It does have wear and damage and all that, of course, but like for what it is, it's in good shape. So really excited. We are going to start off with this album from the Sweetheart Haul, okay? And then we will move to the photo album. So let's dig in, shall we? So I've been really on the lookout for a Victorian era scrapbook. I wanted it to be full of die cuts. I wanted it to be just amazing. But if you know anything about that, you know that they're very, very expensive. Well, this was very inexpensive. I got this for only $10 at an estate. I do plan to keep it together. I do plan to not take the pieces out. I want to keep it the way it is. And it is just amazing. And I'm really excited to be preserving this history. On the cover, what you are seeing is in the design of the cover, okay? So these are not glued on there. This is how this is. If you could see the detail, that really is how it is. And then the spine is also super duper beautiful. Let's see if I can give you a full shot of that spine. Isn't that pretty? Really beautiful. And then the back is just a little more simple. The back actually says patent March 1876. So that's pretty cool. So I don't know if you can see that on camera. Let me see if I can get the light into that. But yeah, it says patent March 1876. So that is really, really neat. Ugh, so great. I'm really excited to share this with you guys. This is just such a stunner. So the cover has come completely off, but that is okay. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to attempt any kind of restoration, but I mean, just wow. I love this. Miss Eva Hollister, I think it is. Miss Eva Hollister. Brother Will spoke to Santa Claus for this. Merry Christmas, 1885. Is that not amazing? Just knowing that that was a gift from her brother in 1885 is just truly astounding. Now, when we open to this first page, I had initially thought that things had been removed from this page, but I don't think so. I think this had a blank page across from it because, as you can see, a lot of the images have kind of impressed onto this page like a mirror. And here's where we start seeing our first Victorian images. Here is die cut of a baby. I love this floral, really cool. Let not thy heart envy sinners. Bid be thou in the fear of the Lord all the day long. So pretty. I wish you a happy Christmas. That's really neat. The bread smells sweeter than the flowers. So you can't see it behind here, but I'm pretty sure this is a Victorian advertising card, not so much a postcard. So this is probably advertising something, but we can't see it because of the way that they scrapbooked it in here. Same with this one. It is probably an advertising card. It says Chicago in 1833, which is kind of wild if you think about it, that that's how Chicago looked then, huh? And oh, look at this, y'all. Look how beautiful. So vibrant. So vibrant. I'm in awe with how vibrant the colors are. This says uses lactated foods. So I don't know what that is advertising besides lactated foods. Beautiful scene there. It looks to have a little bit of a bevel. Look at this die cut. It says Warner's Safe Yeast. See inside for the first page. So looks like this was cut out of something. I love that they cut out the butterfly. Hops and Malt Bitters Company, Detroit, Michigan. How great is that? I mean, when I'm going to advertise my hops and malt, I would use a little Victorian girl, wouldn't you? So great. Ayers Cherry Pectoral for the care of coughs, colds, asthma, coo, bronchitis, whooping cough, and consumption. So a little bit of quackery, fake remedies back in the day that they said would cure these things. Believe in the Lord Jesus Christ and thou shalt be saved. So I'm assuming these are all advertising cards, but this looks like it could be the size of a postcard. This is another Victorian die cut advertising card, and it says, all of us schoolgirls wear standard screw fasten boots and shoes. They are so nice. I just think that's lovely. Ugh, so beautiful, right? This, so beautiful. The ink is really heavy on that. This looks to be cut out of something. If I saw the back, maybe we would know what it's advertising. And this is really neat. Presented by Hall and Nichols, Beloit, Wisconsin. So it looks like the bottom is cut off and it was something for shoes. Really lovely, this Asian motif with a little young child. Looks like there's a broken piece here. I'm gonna move that off. I believe it came from over here, is where this came from. Oh, and then this one, A.H. Blackall, imported dealers in teas and coffees. And this is Palmer House, Clark Street, Sherman House, and West Madison Street. So I'm not sure what the city that is, but I am always a sucker for hands. So I love that this advertising card features a hand. And now I'm trying to find the best place to turn this page because, you know, it's all kind of falling apart here. Oh, wow. Look at these. Oh, I can't get enough of them. Look at, there's a platypus and a floppy ear bunny. Lot of children here. Oh, and look at this. This is a reward of merit. So these would be given out to school children. On the back of this card, it probably has the child's name written out and who gave it to them. This is really interesting. This has, again, an Asian motif. And I would say the people are not depicted as Asian in their race or ethnicity. So this wouldn't be really appropriate today, but this is from the 1800s, so we have to remember that. Three little maids from school are we. We know a thing or two or three, and what we know twixt you and me, three little maids from school, is mile and cotton is confessed by north and south, east and west, to be of AI the best. Three little maids from school. So it's an advertisement for cotton. It says Sioux Falls. And it just says Sioux Falls. Oh, this is super interesting. So it says MJ Daniels, Sioux Falls, and it just says Dakota. It doesn't say North Dakota or South Dakota. It's just Sioux Falls, Dakota. So I wonder if this was the Dakota Territory at the time and they were not states yet. That's really interesting. I'll have to look up the year and see if that's what happened. This is kind of cute. These babies' faces are kind of everything, especially that one. Really neat. This looks to be cut out of something. Compliments of T.A. Snyder Preserve Company, Cincinnati, USA. Ooh, look at this card. This is so neat. Agate Purd Scott's Emulsion. Interesting. Oh, look at that. That's really interesting. I don't really understand what it's depicting. Are they going on a trip? This looks like one of those big steamer trunks that they would take traveling, right? Chicago, Northwestern. Wow, look at the outfits depicted there. Really pretty. This looks like another advertising card that's been cut out. It is a certain cure for diseases requiring a complete tonic, indigestion, want of appetite, loss of strength, lack of energy, malaria and malarial fever. Enriches the blood, strengthens the muscles. And this is Miss Lawtree, the Jersey Lily. So that Miss Lawtree, the Jersey Lily, maybe that's her. Another Asian motif. This kind of reminds me of like Hansel and Gretel. Let's see, I think I have 2 pages here. Oh, how lovely is that? I love that image. Look at that girl. She's reading by candlelight. Isn't that beautiful? And the colors are just so bright. What I think is so neat about this book is the colors are just so vivid, right? Ooh, look at this. Phelps, Dodge, and Palmer. Ladies and children, fine sewed shoes. Really neat. What is this little girl doing? Is she waiting up for Santa, maybe? Maybe that's what's happening here. There's a little kitty right there. Love the horse and carriage. And it does look like there was nothing on this page across from it because of the wear. Oh, look at all these beautiful little girls. Wow. Wow, lovely. That looks to be an advertising card as well for something blood. Let's see. I can't read it. Sorry, it's a little far away from me. Let's see. Burdock Blood Bitters. Wow. Okay. Here's another one of those A.J. Daniels, Sioux Falls, Dakota. This just says Dakota. This is kind of cute how they cut it out. They kept the arm over this photo and then put her behind. This says Muzzies. Little angel head. Flower. This is kind of neat. King's Flower. That's a neat image. This image of a girl and a dog is really cute as well. This looks like it might have come out of maybe a magazine or something. It's a little too large to be an advertising card, but I could be wrong. It could be an advertisement. Oh my goodness, look at these. Oh, now here's another broken piece. It looks to be the hat on there. So I'm going to set this aside. It'll be something that I will mend later. And look, that is a real ribbon. Isn't that neat? Oh, and I love this lady right here in her beautiful hat. And that gentleman. Oh, and it looks like there is a Victorian die cut set on top of this little girl. So I can't quite read it. Let's see what it says. It says, "Elles use Dramont que je vous aime." That was my horrible French, people. You're very welcome. Over here, oh, there's like a kitty, and she's bringing a picture over, and it's for royal something. I can't quite tell. So these look like their advertising cards might be from the same thing. This is neat. This is a bookmark. So this is a Victorian bookmark. It says, "My grace is sufficient for thee." Very beautiful, bright colors. And look at this image of this lady looking in a mirror. Really saucy. I like it a lot. Oh, that is so cute. Look at that little child. Now, it looks like this was an advertisement for something and this was cut out of it. So maybe this was in a magazine. I'm not entirely sure. This is really beautiful. Really beautiful. It almost looks like it's hand done, but it's not. It is printed, but it's really gorgeous. Okay. Let's see here if I can turn the page without wrecking this page. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Do you see all these babies? I love this. Oh, sorry. That's my cat. She likes to be involved. Look at that. I can't quite read what it's an advertisement for, but oh, so cute. It looks like they're getting cherries. Looks like that jar says cherries. I'm not sure. I think that says prunes. My kitty just likes being involved. I'm sorry. So it looks like they're getting cherries and prunes off the shelf. Oh goodness, and there's all kinds of stuff on the ground. They've knocked things over. Oh, and look how beautiful. And this just says Child and Pet Lamb, published by Tour & Co., Augusta, Maine. So that's kind of interesting. The fact that it says Child and Lamb. It's almost like it is a print of some sort. Maybe in a magazine. Oh, it's those naughty kids again. Look. Look at that. Oh, look. Oh, they all come tumbling down. Oh, goodness. Oh, that didn't work out how they expected it to. I do wonder if this was maybe in here like this originally, if they were across from one another originally. I'm going to assume that it was. So I'm going to put it back that way so that they're across from each other. I think that's how it probably was originally. Ugh, and how great is this page? Oh my goodness, look at the dog. Oh, and it looks like they cut out something else and put it over the top of the advertisement here. So this wasn't originally on here before. Somebody cut that out. Oh, Hood's Sarsaparilla, 100 doses, $1. Oh, and they're killing a mouse. Oh, goodness, goodness, goodness. Really cute. Now, this image right here, this helps us know that this was filled out through a long period of time. And the reason I know that is it says copyright 1930 by F. Todd. So this book has been filled out and has stuff been put in it, over 40 years based on that? So that's really neat to see. I'm also a big sucker for this. I think it is super beautiful. There probably would have been brushes sticking out here, but it looks like they have been lost over time. Really, really neat page. Lots of different stuff happening there. Hi, little miss. She likes to be involved. What can I say? Oh my gosh, look how beautiful. Queen Bee Flowers, Sioux Falls, Dakota. That is so neat that this is before the states were born. Really neat. Oh, and look at this. This is another reward of merit. So on the back, it would have had who it was written out to and who gave the reward. And this says Professor Horsford's baking powder. Here's a little teeny die cut, and there's a little teeny die cut. Wow. Oh, and I love these. It says to my dear. That's a beautiful die cut. Ooh, and I love that. It looks like she is taking some sort of tonic. Oh, and look it's kitties. Cyclone soap, the lady's friend. I'm here for that. Ooh, more cyclone soap, more kitties. Oh, the love of Christ constraineth thee. That's a really interesting image. I'm actually not sure. I'm guessing that is a girl, but I'm not sure. The fashion's throwing me a little. It's really interesting clothing there. I love this image of the child. Look at that, where she's looking at the butterfly. Wow. Wow. Oh my gosh, look at the beautiful colors here. Always use telephone soap. G.A. Shouty Soap Company, Rockford, Illinois. Always use telephone soap. That's really interesting that it's the word telephone. I wonder when this dates to. Look at this. It says furniture. Look at that beautiful layout of that home. Wow. And then this is fine sewn shoes again. So this is an advertisement for shoes yet again. Oh, how cute. Look at this little cuddling kid. Oh, so this says Scott's Emulsion. Oh my gosh, I love this little chubby girl in her packages. Oh, I'm here for that. And there's some little die cuts. This one's really cute, a little girl and a rabbit. And then this image is really interesting. They're with lambs. And then there's like this random dude they cut out and they put in there. He is not part of this original image. Looks like I have multiple pages here. There we go. Oh, and it looks like she has some type of fruit and he's taking some. It's kind of like a courting couple style image. Really interesting. And then over here, oh, that almost looks to be a photo. Let's see, she's got some stuff on her here. Let's move that. But oh, she's really pretty with that flower. These are really pretty too. I love this. This looks like a Middle Eastern motif. Very beautiful. She's got weird eyes. I don't know what I feel about this. And then I think these are little brownies. Oh, or at least that's a brownie. And that is a frog conducting an orchestra and a duck singing. So those are very interesting. So this says wear celluloid collars and cuffs. So can you see how all of them have big collars and cuffs on? That's what that is advertising. That's what that advertising card is for. Oh, another beautiful page. Oh, look at this little boy, how he's kind of out of proportion. That's really neat. And I love that little girl there too. Brown's Iron Bitters. Ooh, and then, oh, this is really interesting. Okay. Guess what this says? This says Goodyear Rubber Co., Milwaukee. And of course, we all know Goodyear as for tires. So that is really neat. And it says the Milwaukee of old. So that is really cool. That is a really old Goodyear ad. Wow. Really neat. Really neat. Love the beach scene. And then over here, let's see, this says 1883. This little die cut is adorable. It is like a mule and maybe a dog, and they're reading a book. Really cute. This is really cute too. And then this says compliments of L. Kramer, the famous. I don't know. Maybe she's L. Kramer. Maybe she's famous. I don't know. I just don't know. I bet someone in the comments will know. All right. I'm moving a lot of pages here at once, so I got to be careful. Oh, and it looks like this is kind of stuck. So I got to move this all a little bit. I don't want to cause more damage than there already is. Oh my goodness. These are little weirdos. Look at that. Look at the dog's eyes on these. That's very weird. So this is B.T. Babbitt's Best Soap. There remaineth therefore the rest of the people of God. I love this type of advertisement. I've seen this used for all sorts of companies. So this must have been kind of a template that companies could use. So this is C.D. Mosier Art Gallery, Chicago. It says Louis Markson artist. Doesn't say a year, but I love that it's for art and that it's on a palette there. The cute little couple. This is kind of interesting. Eggs and moths and caterpillars. This is kind of weird. So like, I think this guy's a toy maker. I think that's what's happening here. Yeah, I'm going to guess toy maker. Either that or he's a giant. And it looks like this was pasted over some other things on this page. I guess they liked this better. Ooh, so this is Nebraska Art Company, number 104. Oh, and this says A Bright Birthday. Really pretty. Wow, I tell you what, it's just like the pages just get better and better as we go. I'm always like, wow, look at that. Wow, look at that. Oh, look at these. So this says, Virginia settled by the English, 1607. This looks definitely like an advertising card size. That's not quite as common, but I have some like this. And it says, the secret of the Lord is with them that fear him. Here's another reward of merit. This says, my papa is going to buy me a pair of standard screw fastened shoes. He says they are the best in the world. It's very interesting how they use little girls to sell products. I find that really interesting. This is cute how the cats are in the shoes. And so the bottom says with, and then this says without. So he's got the kitty's tail through a hole in the shoe. That must advertise something about fixing your shoes or something. This says, the Lord looketh on the heart. This says Nielsen right there. That's the signature. I can't read this. It says something about fragrance though. Something in pain, price 25 cents, sold by all druggists. So that was an ad for some sort of fragrance or tonic. And then this says compliments of Miss Daisy Hooker. So I wonder if this was a calling card, a Victorian calling card. That's what I'm wondering if that was. Not sure. That's really pretty. Oh my gosh, how fun is that? Look at that. Oh, that's so neat. I love this. The fish, and then there's like a little baby riding the fish. Here's a dapper gentleman. They covered up the words on this one, so I don't know what this one sells. Look at the horse. That's really neat. And I love this little chubby boy. Really cute page. Oh, let's see. Let's see how I can turn this. Oh, these are pretty. So this says Buford's Oil Chromo Boston. This doesn't say anything on it. Oh, wow. Look at this page. Now, this is the first time where I am noticing repeats, okay? So we have seen this one. We have seen this one. And we have seen this one. This is the Goodyear one yet again. Really pretty die cuts here. This is interesting. It says only 3 cents. I wonder if it's an advertisement for the newspaper. That's what it kind of looks like to me. This is something about shoes, but it's been cut off. Nothing but solid leather in tips something. Really cute image though. Oh, and that's beautiful. The baby serenading the birds. And then I love these. So this says Emily Riggle, and this says Louise Henderson. So I wonder if these are portraits of certain people, maybe portraits of famous people. I'm not quite sure. Wow, is there just not amazing color on this page? I mean, wow. The florals are so bright. Oh my gosh, I'm loving this. I'm assuming this is a calling card. So calling cards were very much like kind of like business cards back in the day, / kind of like leaving a voicemail. But I'm betting that is a calling card. This is super interesting. So it says MJF Perlot and Co. Leading Furrier, Chicago. It's an advertisement for fur. Oh my goodness. Look at all the boxes in that. Wow, so much fur in that image. Wow. Different time, you know? Oh my gosh, this looks to be almost like a photo. What a beautiful lady there. Another Asian theme. Here's something about Psalms. Another what looks to be a calling card. And then this looks to be a bookmark. And it says J. Britton, dealer in books and stationery, jewelry and wallpaper. And it's Beloit, Wisconsin. And look at this, Clark's Ointment, Wool Cotton. Don't tread, or maybe it's ONT thread versus all others. Oh yes, ONT. Look at it's like a jury of babies and children. I don't understand the reference. Maybe someone in the comments will understand the reference, but that's a little weird. I'm gonna just say that's weird. Victorians are weird. Oh, very pretty. Very, very pretty. I love how this is kind of like an overseen cutout. Like maybe she really is in the house and then they brought it up front. Look at that old tractor equipment there. That's really neat. The whole like sheep herding motif is very, very popular back then. Very Christian kind of. Oh, what a beautiful little girl. Oh, so this looks like a black lady holding a white baby. So she was probably her caretaker back then. Wow, very much a different time. This says Castoria. This says Adelina Patty. This was probably a calling card. This is new. This is a different shape we haven't seen before. It says Tetlow's Swan Down. Tetlow's June Roses. Ooh, A.L. Howard Jewelers, Deloitte, Wisconsin. That's interesting. I don't understand what's happening in that scene. She's beautiful. Look at these beautiful die cuts. Oh my gosh, I'm freaking out. This is lovely. Oh, it's a little teacup. And it says, Allen and Haskell City Crockery Store, imports of crockery, china, glassware, and fancy goods, lamps and chandeliers, P.O. Box, Rockford, Illinois. That's a really cool Victorian advertising card. I've never seen one that was like a teacup before. Really neat. Oh, how beautiful is she? Wow, I love that image. Oh, and that's really another woman with really beautiful long hair. Oh, this is neat. Kids playing. So it is Hecker's Perfect Baking Powder. Let's see. It says Groton Mills flour farina, self-rising flour, established in 1843. Mrs. Merry Christmas. And these ones, they're fishing. And this is the last page. Oh, very beautiful. Look at that weird baby head angel thing. Very weird. Where's the baby's body? I don't know. Love hands. Hands are some of my favorites. This looks to be another calling card, another die cut here. This is amazing. Look at that. Compliments of J.M. Carpenter, Dry Goods and Carpets, Beloit, Wisconsin. I love that, them riding the snails. Wow, this was so amazing. Oh my goodness. This is such a treasure. I actually can't get over this, how much was in here. I never ever dreamed I would find a piece in a budget price point that I would want with that much Victorian ephemera in it. So that is truly amazing. Okay, and now we are going to look at the photo album I picked up. Okay, now we are going to look at this beautiful photo album I picked up. I love the image on the cover. I'm sorry about the reflection on that. Ugh, amazing. There you have an image of a lady and she is playing some tennis. Ah, that's just too cool. I love that she's doing something athletic and leisure. I think that's really neat. Now, this does look to probably be refitted with this beautiful velvet. I love it so much, absolutely, but I'm not sure that's originally how it was put together. I'm guessing it probably had another celluloid cover on the back, and it is missing the clasp. So that's another hint to me that this right here is some kind of refurbishment. And when I say refurbished, I mean this is a very old refurbishment because that velvet, that is old. So yeah, this is just such a stunner. So yes, I got this at a different auction, not the same Sweetheart auction, and it was very affordable, and I was very excited about it. So let's dive in and see what's inside. So there's no inscription on this. And it does look like a lot of the photos in here are covered. So this is from, let's see, Revillo, South Dakota, it looks like. Love that gentleman's picture. Isn't that lovely? I love how there's like not only the frame and such, but there's these beautiful blue illustrations. Yeah, it looks like a lot of the images, they kept some paper in here to protect them. Oh, I love this lady. Isn't she beautiful? So lovely. I think I'll go in later and try to straighten out some of these. Here, let's move this over a little bit so it's better. Look at that gentleman. Isn't he dapper? Oof. Yeah, he's a stunner. Goodness. And I don't know if these pictures have anything on the back. I haven't opened this up more than just to share with you, so I'm not sure. Now this is completely broken, so I can probably easily tell if this has something on the back, But I just love this gentleman. And look at this beautiful lady right here. Oh, look at all those buttons. Very, very beautiful. Love that. Look at the pose and the beautiful dress with that drape. Oof, very beautiful. And so this also is that Ravello, South Dakota. Oh, maybe it's just Ravello SD because this says Dawson Boulevard, Marietta, Minnesota. Interesting. Okay, so maybe it's just Ravello SD, not South Dakota, because it is Minnesota. Interesting. Oh, wow. Look at that photo. What a stunner. And what is this? Oh, this is just protection, it looks like. Ooh, and we have some more photos, it looks like. Oh, look at this gentleman. How great is that? So it looks like a lot of these photos are taken in some of the same places or by the same type of photographer in the same place. This was broken out here. Some of these breaks and stuff, because the rest of it is in such good condition, I might attempt to mend this, especially since I'm keeping it for myself. Now, this appears to be a duplicate, correct? Oh, here it's falling out a little bit. That's a duplicate. We saw this gentleman before. I don't know if this is the exact picture or if this is a picture of him later on, but that is for sure a duplicate. There is no information, so I don't know who he is. Oh my goodness, look at that! Look at that! Oh, she's got leather gloves on. And the fact that that baby stayed still enough for that photo is impressive. Look how cute! Oh my gosh, that baby's adorable. I love her hat. Wow, that's really beautiful. Oh, look, these two must be brothers. So that is the gentleman we saw before. Did we see this guy? I don't know. But I love that they're in a photo together. Oh, and look at these ladies. Oh my goodness, they have big furs on. Wow. How interesting is that? They took a picture in their winter coats. I think that's really interesting. Oh, what is this? Oh, this looks like a whole family shot. Wow, that's really neat. Looks like it's outside too. Oh, what a beautiful boy. Oh, he's a strapping lad. Oh, he's so cute. Oh, this guy's got really striking eyes. Wow. Oh, look at these. Maybe these are brothers. How great is that? Wow, I love that. I really love the frame around it too. I don't think I've ever seen a frame quite like that. With that off-white and it's all indented. That's really neat. Oh, wow. Look at her hair. It's all that Gibson girl poof with the big bow. Oh, that's lovely. Oh my gosh, and look at her. Look at this young girl. Oh, she's so beautiful. Okay, so these are two different gentlemen. So we have seen him a couple times, and maybe this is his father, maybe? Wow, that's really neat. Wow, look at the uniform. I bet somebody can tell me, I bet somebody in the comments knows what that uniform is from. I bet they can tell me, they can date that. Okay, so we've seen him before. I don't know if we've seen this guy. Maybe they're siblings? Really neat. And this is the last page. Oh my goodness. Did we just end on a stunner? Look at these ladies. Oh my gosh. If just this image was in this book, I would be so happy. How beautiful is that? Wow. What an amazing find. I'm so in love with this. Oh my goodness. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for coming and checking out today's ephemera share. I truly appreciate you. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I do more of these ephemera shares. I really enjoy sharing vintage ephemera. I like looking at it and seeing what existed back in the time. And then I like to go out and like look for these things and search for these things that I might not have known about unless I saw them on somebody's channel, somebody sharing them. So I hope you appreciated these as much as me. And I just want to thank you so much for sticking around and checking these out. So stay creative, everyone. Bye.